Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at our boy Tien. So, LR Super Vegito, the Transforming Goku and Vegeta card, is here. You know, download celebration time, one of the most exciting times of the year, because it's a joint JP and global celebration, which of course just makes things a lot more hype for everyone involved, right? Love this, love this. So, this Tien, right, is a secondary banner unit alongside the new Goku and Vegeta. Honestly, I really do wish that they would go to, I think 2 new summonable units alongside the big unit is a little bit better. Because, I mean, we could have had a Tien and then, like, a Dende. Like, I know that's not exactly, like, crazy hype, right? Like, Vegito and then Tien and Dende. But still, like, those are characters we need, right? So we got this Tien. Tien is actually insane. And he's pretty much, like, if you've got him, I mean, he's borderline like a must run if you're going to have some other Majin Buu Saga category allies around, right? Now, the thing about him, he does give Majin Buu Saga Superclass category allies a 30% attack buff and 50% defense, which is very, very good. But I would say this, I do prefer that sort of buff with Ki. Unfortunately, Tien does not give any Ki, and like, okay, so Great Saiyaman Super Saiyan, who we have here on the team, he gives 2 Ki and 30% attack and defense. I find that to be a much better sort of buff than what we're going to get from our boy Tien, right? But Tien is just going to be another really good unit to run on the team. Then, of course, here we have the LR Goku and Vegeta. I mean, they're just built different. You know, their defense, like 120k or whatever, with damage reduction is just insane, right? Like, you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of units like Super 17. Well, not Super 17 anymore, but the way he was before, right? AGL, Zamasu, Exchange, Buu. These units that have 40% damage reduction but do not have any defense, it's just the way they're built just leads them to get destroyed once you start getting into difficult content. So there's just no point of them even having damage reduction, right? It's pointless. But this unit has got defense and damage reduction, which makes them insane. Like, I probably like this unit better than Buu Gotenks / Buu Gohan. I probably like him better than the Blue Fusions, just based upon the base unit right here having defense plus damage reduction. It's so good. It's going to be so, like, powerful moving forward with that, right? I think they're going to be great in Super Battle Road and some of these different modes, right? So that's going to be really, really nice. Okay, so this is good. We got 1000 Day Goku with Tien. 1000 Day Goku is going to be able to activate some of Tien's big links. Of course, this is a level 10 link showcase. Yes, we have, what, Z Fighters, Fierce Battle, and then, I believe, Experienced Fighters. The only thing about Tien, right, and, you know, there are certain units, you're going to have to understand this now. We know how ridiculously powerful the link level update was, right, for many units in the game. But, unfortunately, for some characters like this Tien, it's going to lead to a little bit of wonkiness when we decide to run him on, like, the BUU Saga team, right? Alongside all these other Saiyans you're probably running. What's Tien's defense right here, by the way? 123k. That's pretty good. So Tien, right, gets 3 Ki and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. Very strong. Then he gets an additional 70% attack when performing a super attack, so he'll do good damage. And then BUU Saga category superclass allies get 30% attack and 50% defense. So, I mean, that's going to lead to him having good defense, and he's going to be putting up good damage along with his support type capabilities. So, again, this Tien is a very good unit. He's definitely a unit you would want to run on, like, a BUU Saga team, right? Like, I would definitely would say that. So, see what attack set our boy gets at 3.15. Wow. Okay, that's a bit higher than I was expecting. That's pretty damn good. Considering the buff he's giving to the rest of the rotation. Huh. Okay. Yeah, Tien seems pretty stupid, honestly. Here, I'm going to go ahead and float off Great Saiyaman. I guess we're just going to have the 2 Goku and Vegeta sitting next to each other for a little bit. It's fine, whatever. But I definitely want to get, like, all these different support type units sort of floating around with Tien. Because the thing about Tien, right, is he gets that additional attack buff when performing a super attack. You guys should know what that means. What that means, right? When you get that attack buff on super attack, it means you're going to be getting a massive buff from support. So once we get, you know, Kid Buu on rotation with Tien, once we get Super Saiyan Great Saiyaman on rotation with Tien, that's where that attack set is going to go up even more. But, you know, keep in mind that, like, Z Fighters, right, is 20% attack, Fierce Battles 20% attack, and then Experienced Fighters is 15% attack. So those were 3 powerful attack links we had for Tien that were active last turn. Okay, so this is going to be really good because we have the same amount of links active, except now we have 50% support from Kid Buu, right? What's Tien's defense? Let's see here. I guess I'm not going to see what his defense is. What? Okay, thanks. All right, so we're back. Having a lot of trouble recording this video today. That's all good. All right, let me see. What is Tien's defense right here? 144k. Okay. So I'll do this right here. Again, we just want to see as many rotations, attack stats, different stuff like that as we can with our boy Tien. The good news is that, again, he is going to work really well with the Goku and Vegeta card. I love that because, I mean, Tien is already unconscious basically by the time that Vegeta arrives, right? Although they're not really in the same spots as, like, where Tien, like, shows up and, like, Gohan is and stuff like that. That's not where, like, Vegito ends up fusing and stuff like that. Okay, 3.24 right there, not bad. It's not the same spot where, like, Vegito ends up fusing, because when Baba arrives with Vegeta, Goku just instant transmissions over to him. Like, he senses his ki, right? And then Buu ends up chasing them down. Dude, this Tien does a lot of damage. And then, yeah, 4.38 from them, because, again, Tien has quite a few links with them, right? He has experienced fighters, fierce battle, and then, of course, he's also giving them the attack buff. Again, this is not a bad 1-2 punch, honestly. I love this. I love that they just gave us this Tien who's, like, so insane. But, like, look at how good this Tien is. This is why there's just, like, no excuse. Like, all these different, like, random-ass characters can be getting dominant level cards nowadays, right? Like, Garlic Jr., when we get a Garlic Jr. card, I feel like they could easily make him, they could put him in the Tien spot, right? So, like, I don't know. They're not going to do this, right? But we know there's a Legendary Summon banner coming up in, like, 2 weeks. Maybe it's an exchange Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Ultimate Gohan. I don't know, something like that, right? What if, as one of the secondary units on that banner, they introduce Garlic Jr., and then we finally have the Garlic Jr. story event, right? Exactly like they did with Lord Slug when they introduced him on the Bardock banner, the LR Bardock banner, right? And then they can make Garlic Jr. a dominant beast. But, you know, he's a secondary unit like this Tien is, like Buu Piccolo is, on a unit with, like, a summonable LR that people are going to be very excited about and want to summon. That's how you can do Garlic Jr. I mean, they could make him a Dokkan event, I guess. I mean, is Garlic Jr. more relevant than Android 13? Probably, because Garlic Jr. actually has a filler arc in the anime, right? Whereas Android 13 is just a throwaway character, basically. So, I mean, that, you know, we'll see. All right, so here's the rotation we had before. Let me see, again, what Tien is rocking. Still 144k. But that's, again, 144k is a very, very good number. Especially for a unit that's giving, again, so much attack and defense to the rest of the rotation. Did it crash again? What is this? No! All right, well, today is just nightmare day, I suppose. All right, awesome. Terrific. All right, guys, so we're back in. Hopefully no more issues. All right, so now we got Gray Saiyaman on rotation. Next turn, we'll be able to have Kid Buu here. That's the main rotation I've been looking forward to having, is Great Saiyaman, Tien, and Kid Buu. You know, just sort of see what Tien is capable of. But, I mean, like, every single turn, he's been above 3 million. So, like, he's putting in good work. What links do we have active right there? Pretty much the same stuff. Yeah, so, see, this is one thing I really like that they did with the BUU Saga, is that they've flooded us with all these different support type units, right? Which is going to just, like, this is the next evolution in making, like, decent units, right? Like, this is how they can really sort of do power creep, or really like upgrade like how good units are going to be, is if they give them these moderate support type abilities, as well as just having all the other extra shit that they do, right? Like, you know, again, Tien is greatly lowering attack. You know, he has his 150% attack and defense. He gets extra attack on super attack. He's giving himself ki. He also has a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy, which is going to make him great for, like, category Super Battle World, right? Let me see, what categories is Tien on? BUU Saga, Worthy Rivals, Earthling, and Savior. I would say Tien is going to be superior over the Tech 50% support Tien, I would think, in category Super Battle Road, because whereas 50% support Tien greatly lowers attack and that's it, Tien has also the 50% chance to stun for one turn. Oh no, it's 40%. Yeah, okay. It's the same thing that Tech Hit has got. 40% chance to stun for one turn with the greatly lowering attack and, you know, the extra buffs he's giving to the rotation and stuff like that. And he's on Savior, Earthling, Worthy Rival, and BUU Saga. He is on Savior. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting that he's on Savior. Wait, we didn't have Kid Buu's. Oh, are you kidding me? We are like at like 79% HP. So we didn't actually have Kid Buu's full buff right here. That's okay. We can just get one more turn with these three with Kid Buu's full buff, and it'll be fine, right? We'll go ahead and float Great Saiyaman off right now. Ugh, annoying, but it's fine. It's fine. We want to see more of the Tien anyway. So there is a 2.96. So looks like with like pretty much any support around, Tien is going to be bumping out these very, very big attack stats. So that's good, right? Alongside everything else he's doing. But I'm looking at him on that Savior team, right? So, of course, the Savior team is led by Tech Ultimate Gohan. We know how ridiculous he is. Remember that Hercule. LR Hercule is also on there. You know, he's going to get his EZA. Then you have the other standalone Ultimate Gohans as well. And already, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is on there. Int Gotenks is on there. So you do have a lot of BUU Saga category allies you would be running on that Savior team. So I don't know. I feel like the Savior team is actually a pretty interesting spot for this Tien, right? Because now, especially if they really continue to do this, right? They're creating these various, you know, new units to have these different support type buffs for various other categories. It's going to be very interesting once we start to see, like, a lot of them pop up and how a lot of these sort of categories are going to mesh with each other, right? Like, look at the Buu Piccolo, who, you know, I'm going to do a video on as well. You know, he's giving, 30% attack and 50% defense to that power absorption category, you know, which, of course, is going to have a lot of the BUU Saga units and stuff like that. So, again, a lot of this is getting very interesting to me. All right, let me see what Tien's defense is here. 144k. Okay. So, again, we'll probably go until I get the one more rotation where we have Great Saiyaman, Kid Buu, and then we have, you know, the full buff from Kid Buu, and then we'll probably finish up. But we are getting a good look here at Tien. And, again, the more I'm seeing of this Vegito unit, I don't know. I might actually like this Vegito as the best unit in the game. Because I just looking at them in base, right? Because here's the thing. I need to explain this more. I'm probably going to explain this more on the podcast tonight as well. When it comes to these units, Extreme Super Battle Road exists, right? A lot of people, like, when they're talking about, like, oh, this unit's the best in the game, this unit is up there as one of the best in the game, people love the Blue Fusions. That's all well and good, but the Blue Fusions aren't that, like, best unit in the game quality before they transform, right? Like, they're still super, super top tier units, the Blue Fusions, before they transform, but they're not, again, best unit in the game type level. No way am I going to say that. So, that's the thing, right? This Goku and Vegeta, their first 3 turns with their high defense, the damage reduction that they have, as well as the extra key per orb that they're getting, honestly, that kind of, like, they're going to be way better than any other transforming unit in those first couple turns, outside of, like, Ultimate Gohan, I guess. But, I mean, they're better than Ultimate Gohan for sure, right? Or, you know, that Gohan card. I'm curious, what is their defense right here? They're at 150k. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, remember, Super Vegito does lose that damage reduction, which is one of the parts I really, really love about that card. But then, of course, they get the disgusting, dirty, nasty, filthy counterattacks, which do a lot of damage. And then, yeah, the crits. I would say going full crit for Vegito probably is the way to go. I think the actual, you know, Goku and Vegeta themselves, at that point, like, I think additionals is better for them. But if you're ever going to transform with them at all, ever, you want full crits since they're a counter unit. So because of that, going full crit is what you want to do. I think Tien is going to be taking double digits from all these attacks from God Goku right here. And then, again, the thing about Vegito, you know, I've talked about how I'm not really that, like, oh, Buuhan with his 5-turn ceiling. Who cares? But Vegito, 3.72, okay. 10 turns of seeing enemy super attack is, like, so OP. That is, like, one of the... that is so crazy. To me, that's the biggest difference between Buuhan and Vegito, is the Buuhan ceiling is going to be mostly pointless, whereas that Vegito super, like, if you ever get Vegito out, no matter what event you're in, it's useful to see where enemy super attacks are going to be, right? No matter what. It's always going to be useful. Whereas with Buu, you know, if you're in the Legendary Goku event, the ceiling is not going to do jack diddly shit, right? You know, if you're in Super Battle Road, yeah, it'll be great, but you know, you're not going to get a lot of turns with Buuhan in Super Battle Road, because you're not going to be able to transform until turn 4 anyway, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm looking at this. 5.3. Yeah, he's... The more I use him, the more I like him as number 1, really. I just need to see how Goku and Vegeta, how well they tank in, like, Extreme Super Battle Road, and I think I'll have my decision made. But I might like them a bit better than Jiren. Like, I think, like, Jiren, UI Goku, and this unit, I think are kind of on that same tier. I don't know that I like Buuhan on that level, honestly. Buuhan is super good, but I don't know that he's, you know, on the Jiren UI Goku level. All right, 156k defense for Tien right here. This will definitely be the highest attack set we're going to see from him. What links do we have? Z Fighters? No, okay, that Gohan does not have Z Fighters, actually. So maybe this won't be the best attack set we get from him then, because all we have active is Fierce Battle with this Gohan. So we probably could get a better attack set than what this turn would be, too. But let's see what Tien does right here, and then we'll probably go ahead and finish up. So Tien gets up to... All right, thanks, Kid Buu. Yes. Yeah, Kid Buu, we need to see you. Not really. Well, Kid Buu is super good right now, right, with his links. 3.14. Okay, so actually way less. Yeah, there. Okay, so there's a good example of the link level update right there, right? With like 1000 Day Goku and getting, you know, experienced fighters and Z fighters, that was more of a buff than what we got from our boy Great Saiyaman right there. So pretty interesting. But there we go. There's Tien. Tien is super good. You're gonna want to use, if you're gonna be using other super class Majin Buu Saga units, running Tien is not going to be a bad idea whatsoever, right? So let me know what you guys think of our boy Tien. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.